If you're anything like me, you've been watching a lot of booktubers, seeing a lot of book talk, and decided, why not try reading? 2025 is going to be the year that I read. And if you're really like me, reading challenges tend to fail. These are all the books that I tried to read in 2024, but for some reason just could not finish, and basically only read halfway or even less than that. For some reason, reading tends to be very cringeworthy for me, especially fiction and romance. I don't know, it just doesn't hit for me. I do like to read nonfiction, self-help, spiritual books, but fiction and fantasy, I've always struggled with. So come along with me this week as I try reading a book all the way through. This is Just Last Night by Mhairi McFarlane. So I wanted to share my thoughts and expectations before I read the book. Sophia's here. She's gonna crochet. I'm not a reading expert, so I don't really know very much about it. I'm also not a big romance reader or really a fiction reader. I typically enjoy reading like nonfiction, self-help, or kind of like more historical fiction. So I'm gonna try to read it and not be biased and kind of just take it at face value. I haven't even read the back yet. I feel like that's not really necessary, but the front says that it's two best friends, one mischance, a night that changes everything. We'll see if I can get past the cover and not judge a book by its cover, essentially. Okay, this is Sophia's yarn, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to do this color combo or this color combo. Maybe I'll do this one. How long do you think it'll take you?
Beanies I don't ever really do in one sitting. Like probably altogether like 5 hours.
We'll do a contest. You see how fast you can crochet, and then I'll see how far I can read.
Alright, let's do it. Wait,
Yeah.
how are we measuring that?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Like unravel it, going down. Yeah, sure.
So it's been a little over an hour. I'm on chapter 6. It's about a friend group of 4. One of the male guy friends just got engaged. The main character, Eve, kind of likes him and has liked him for basically the whole duration of his relationship. I feel like it's a fun read because it's just chill. It's very easy to understand. I will say, I think because I lived in the UK for a year, it helps me like understand the references more. This takes place in Nottingham, I believe. I think that helps. So I'm curious for people who like aren't familiar with that culture, if the jokes like make sense to them. It kind of reminds me of the references in like Gilmore Girls. It's very like pop culture saturated. I think someone said like there's not spice in it. I feel like the fact that I made it to chapter 6 in an hour as someone who doesn't read very much is pretty good. The character, she's like 34, so I feel like because that's also not my life stage, it's a little bit interesting to read. And I think a lot of books and even movies surrounding that age are about like singlehood, singleness, navigating that. Kind of like a Bridget Jones vibe is kind of like reminding me of that. Yeah, we'll keep on. It's a little bit later. Please ignore my Christmas pajamas. They're still pajamas, you know. Like, I'm in my bed now. It's 9:15. I'm ready to go to sleep. I have a cup of tea, ginger and turmeric from Trader Joe's. I'm on chapter 10. Since my last update, guys, like this book has picked up. All of the context from the beginning chapter starts like making sense. It definitely caught me off guard already. I'm having a hard time. Like I want to read this book, but I also want to like watch YouTube. I'm in the middle of like planning my birthday party for next month, so I'm kind of feel like my mind is like focused on other things. Let's keep reading. Maybe I can read 1 or 2 chapters. I'm at page 89. So that's pretty good. Pretty good for one day. I know I said it before, but I think having lived in London, this makes so much sense to me. The references to like Jamie Oliver, even like some of the way that they're talking and different just items and pop culture stuff, it's kind of comforting in a way. I was kind of like, when I opened it and I realized like it was in the UK, because I feel like I'm not there anymore, / that's not like my season of life. Sometimes my friendship with Ed feels amazing and beneficial because it's good to know I can feel that way with someone, to see him glow with adoration in return. Other times, it's like endlessly overperforming in an interview for a job where the position's already been filled. That is so creative, and I feel like maybe because I'm also kind of like in a job hunt era, that just feels like extra relatable. Hi everyone. So I read 10 chapters last night. When people say that a book keeps them up. I get it now. It wasn't because I was so engrossed. It's just more like, okay, I can read a few more pages. Okay, this chapter is short. Okay, I'll just keep going. So now I'm on chapter like 19, maybe 20, I think. It's pretty interesting. I feel like it's really picked up. I love like how we can understand Eve, the main character's every single thought, and we're just like very engrossed like in her mind, how she interprets everything. So because I read for so long last night, I didn't sleep well because I woke up early this morning because I had a meeting, and now it's 7:30 and I'm going to a workout class with my friend, but I have to go pick her up. I think I'll only have time to read later. I also just wanted to like vlog a little bit of my morning. I think we're gonna go to the beach after and do like a cold plunge, and I don't know, it just feels like a very fairy tale day, especially because I'm like reading and just like romanticizing my life. Let's start this day. Let's see how far I get. I'm a little bit more. Let me show you where actually I am. This is where I'm at in the book. I'm on page 190. I think the main thing that's keeping me reading as like a beginner sort of like reader is because I know it's gonna keep getting good. I will say I did have a few jaw-dropping moments where I was like, a few things that are catching me off guard. I just feel like that cool girl, like with my book. All right, let's get this day started. Who let me have a mic?
Create enough space inside and out so you can truly rest. Shavasana.
Tell them about the yoga class.
It was nice. There was like almost 80. Was it 80? I think it was 80 people.
Yeah, probably.
Because 2, 4, 6, 7 row. Yeah, I think it was about 80 people.
Yeah.
A lot of downward dog.
And
A lot of lunges.
Yeah, I do. My legs just cracked.
A lot of. Yeah, they were hard.
Like
oh
that.
wait, that's kind of good. You gotta go on a cold plant. Oh wait, we said that already.
Yeah. You know, one of those. So just like here, I was more scared of the waves because the waves are kind of big, and now I'm sandy. Post cold plunge review.
It was nice. The water was cold. We didn't go that deep, so it helped.
I feel like we cheated, but it was the waves.
I think so, yeah. I think it would have been bad if we went too deep.
Well, I can't say anything.
I think it's high tide right now too, right? Well,
I don't know.
I don't know how it works.
Like now, I'm dry.
We didn't get our hair wet
I
either,
feel refreshed.
So.
Yeah, the hair isn't wet. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it every day. I just took my hair down. It's the end of the night. This is how far I am in the book. I'm on chapter 26. I'm honestly making good progress for only starting this yesterday. There are a lot of little plot twists that I haven't been expecting. Yes, I'm expecting, but they keep happening in like really random ways. I heard someone describe it as you think you know what's gonna happen. It's just like completely different. I think I'm definitely more of like a plot person, as we all are with our short attention spans. I kind of just want to know like what happens. So I'm trying to reread some pages or reread some descriptions to fully understand, because I think the devil really is in the details, and I think sometimes I'm missing little aspects. And of course, as an author, like you want the reader to have those details like for a reason. Let's keep reading. I finished just last night. I'm, first of all, just so proud of myself for actually finishing a book. Not that I haven't done it before. It's just a goal of mine this year to read one book a month because I haven't finished a lot of novels that I've started. The fact that I was able to accomplish reading this, that it was available at the library, that I read good reviews about it, I feel like the stars just aligned. I'm just overall feeling empowered. I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars only because I want to be able to find like a 5-star book on my own and not base it off of other people. I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars, maybe 4, because it was an easy read. It's a very unique plot. Maybe I just haven't read in a long time, but I feel like things were all very cliche and expected. And this was very unique. Everything was very descriptive from the main character Eve's point of view. I really like how we got to see like inside her brain and just her description of the places she was in and the people she interacted with, and every morsel of their conversation was just a talent, and I think it helps me feel like the characters were real, and by real I mean believable. It wasn't just some airy fairy kind of whatever, like hypothetical character. These are like very real people that probably do exist. The end did get me. You think you know what's gonna happen, and it is kind of expected, but it just doesn't happen in the way that you think it's gonna happen. And at the end, I was very surprised by some last minute like additional details. It just added to the believableness of the plot. It's definitely not like a summer read like by the lake, especially because it takes place in the UK during what seems like winter. This is definitely like an inside on your bed kind of book. And I think the fact that I know the places that she's talking about because they travel to one place from another place, I'm pretty familiar with what both of those locations look like. She described a street that I have actually visited, so I could imagine it even more. And then even on the cover, like you think you know who this is, it's not. And every time I was reading, I kept looking on the cover and like, is that like, you know. I did also find like a few typos in the book. There was a part where like 2 words repeat, and I was like, is that me or is that her? Overall, I'm glad that I read this. I definitely want to read some more of her work. I literally went to the library like ASAP. I haven't even finished my other book yet, but overall, I love this experience. I love not having screen time. Last week, my phone screen time went down by 40% for 2 hours a day. Just kind of impressive considering I want to have like under 3 hours this month. So I feel like this is like a great form of entertainment, and it's literally like watching a movie. It's literally watching a movie like in your head. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you like this content, if you like me, if you want to see more, please subscribe and let me know in the comments what you think. And if you have any recommendations on what I should read or things I should film, please let me know. I encourage you to try something new, commit to it, finish it, and let me know how it goes. See you later. Bye.